Hey guys, it's me, Editing Ellie from the future. Just a quick thing. I'm gonna need you to really give me some grace this week because turns out I don't really know how to focus cameras, so you'll see what I mean.
This whole setup is designed to make you think I have any style aesthetic. I assure you, to my right, there is a giant pile of dirty laundry. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that happened to me this week. I don't want to alarm you, so prepare yourself. I cried. It's actually not that shocking, I do it all the time. Maybe you're like me and sometimes you get overwhelmed about your future, choices that you have to make, decisions that are coming up quick and maybe you feel like are huge decisions that are making you freak out and want to cry all the time. Anyway, this week I was really freaking out. The future is a scary thing and it can overwhelm us sometimes. I basically sat in my bed and cried for a while and then kind of reached out my hands and was praying. And you know that posture where you're like completely surrendered because there's literally nothing else you can do? It looks a little bit like this. And eventually I got tired, so I went like this. And instantly, I had this picture pop into my mind. And that picture was like manna falling from heaven. To me, they looked like communion wafers because for whatever reason, that's just how I picture manna. Bland, gross, kind of crunchy. And it was a really cool picture because it reminded me of the story of the Israelites in the desert. Every day, God would give them enough manna to supply their needs for that day. And this was a time when the Israelites knew that God had a good plan for them, a good future, but they had no idea how long it was going to take to get there, and they also didn't know how they were going to get there. Same, Israelites. Same. I can totally relate to that, and maybe you can too, because we know that God has an awesome plan for our lives. But we also don't know how long it's going to take to certain milestones. We don't know exactly how we're going to get there. But what's amazing about this picture of manna is the idea that God gives us what we need on a day-by-day basis. Our temptation is to be able to see the entire picture. How are we going to get there? How long is it going to take? What's my next step? Tomorrow, next week, next month? That kind of mentality can become really overwhelming because, spoiler alert, we have no control over our future. But what I came to realize, and maybe you've already realized this, not being able to see the big picture is actually a blessing. It's a blessing because it gives us the gift of faith and trust. If we trust in God moment by moment and day by day to direct our path that leads to our future, it ends up growing our faith and growing our trust in Him. And just like God supplied the needs of the Israelites day by day, He also supplies our needs day by day and gives us direction moment by moment. If we want the good and perfect future that God has planned for us, we want to seek the one who made the plan. Because if we are seeking God moment by moment and day by day, He is going to lead us to that perfect future that He has planned for us. We don't know how long it's going to take, and we don't know what those next steps are going to be. But we know that the future is good because God cares for us and He loves us. So ultimately, I hope that these truths bring you peace the way that they brought me peace. And my prayer for you is that you trust God moment by moment, day by day, so that He can lead you to the future that He has for you. I pray that in doing so, that you grow in your giftings and passions that He's given you, so that you have a chance to show the world how much He loves us. Well, if this video was helpful to you in any way, please consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel because we put out new videos often. And if that's not a ringing endorsement, then I don't know what is. We also encourage you to follow us on social media. We are at HeGoesBefore on pretty much everything. Also, check out our website, hegoesbefore.com. See you later. Hey, I definitely forgot to put on deodorant today. Adorable. Relatable?